Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would go ahead and film today. So I did a look yesterday playing around for fun, and I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys would be interested in seeing what I did. And basically it's just using some older products that I've had in my collection, as well as a few newer items to me. The sun is out right now. It's starting to go down, but it's not too bad. If all else fails, I will turn on my ring light. But yeah, we're just gonna have a casual getting ready, sharing with you the products I used in that makeup, that picture that I posted on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I used the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Brunette Betty. I do really like this. I feel like the color, it's supposed to be a brunette, but I feel like it has like some red tones to it. So it's not the best match for me, but I do really enjoy that. Okay, so moving on, I did prime my face with the Wander Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I believe I got this in a BoxyCharm sometime back. I have been playing with this. I do like it. I think it's really nice for dry skin, especially if I'm going to use a foundation that's not super hydrating. I do like it. The foundation I'm trying today, this Maybelline Urban Cover Full Coverage with Sunscreen, SPF 50, which is really nice. Antioxidant Enriched Pollution Protection. This is in Classic Ivory 120. Like I said, it was given to me, so you can see that it's not completely full, which I'm glad for because excuse me, I have so many foundations. I have to go through each one and see which one I do like still, and if not, pass it along because it's getting ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my face. Go in first with a brush, just place it on my skin. I'm using the Real Techniques 401 brush. It looks like that. And I'm just going to place it on my skin first, and then I'll go in with a beauty sponge and blend it all in. I like to do that because I have dry skin, and it just kind of helps the foundation from sitting on top of the skin. This looks like it might be a little too dark for me. We'll see once we get it blended in. I will say off the bat, it has a very strong sunscreen smell, and I understand that it does have 50 SPF. Yeah, I don't like the smell at all. Now, I know that Maybelline came out with a new foundation that I want to try, and it's something similar to this, but more hydrating for drier people, so I think I may try it. I might have needed a shade down, the 115, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and go with it, and I'm using the Sonia Kashuk sponge. I absolutely love these sponges. You can find them at Target. If you have not tried them, you need to because they're absolutely wonderful. I have a backup of this big one here. And you can get them in a set, I think for like 3 or 4 of them for like $15 to $17, which I know can be pricey, but I think they're well worth it. I love her sponges, and I will continue to repurchase them. They're one of my drugstore favorites. They're a little pricier than other drugstores ones, but they're so soft. They blend everything so nicely into the skin. And so, yeah. And I will tell you guys that this foundation is sitting so nicely on my skin. But in person, it's a little too dark compared to my neck. Obviously, you guys can see that too on camera. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not worried about it so much, but it is a little too dark. I think I could go down a shade, so if I do like the foundation, I will definitely pick it up in a lighter shade. Because it is dark. Just a tad too dark. But, I mean, it did go on my skin very nicely. I really love the look of it. I think it blended out nicely. It's not adhering to any of my dry patches, anything. Besides the color, I think so far, so good. It didn't take a lot of work to blend it in. I actually like that. Just need a lighter shade. Becca light to medium under eye brightening concealer. corrector, excuse me. I have tried this a few times. I do like it. I think that it is a good product, especially for my dry under eyes. I think it's very creamy. I will say that if you put too much, it can be a little too creamy, and then you kind of have a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to use a new brush I got from Ipsy, I believe. It's the Precision Concealer, because it has that like shape to get right in there, and I think it can get blended out really nicely. I'm taking my finger, just going to press that in a little bit. I do feel like this is one of those products where you have to warm it up with your finger first and then place it. And then I'm going to gently take this, I have a little itch right here for some reason, and I'm going to just gently blend it in so much so it doesn't take away the product. Has that little corner so you can really get in there. Okay, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do, because it's a little creamy, I'm going to take this smaller Sonia Kashuk sponge. It is damp. And I'm going to just gently press that in to the skin, so much so not to take it away. I have noticed that with some sponges, it will take the product away. This is not one of them, but some sponges I have will do that. Okay, that looks really good. I hope that you guys are staying safe and having, you know, trying to make the most of the situation we're currently in. All right, so that's looking good so far. I probably should have added a little bit of that to my eyes, because my eyes are really dark as usual, but they're more dark now because of me being sick. I had some nights where I didn't get a ton of rest, like sporadic, you know, where you're like up and down because of the hacking and coughing. But thanks be to God, it's almost completely subsided. Last night was a little trying, which was a little crazy for me, because I'm like, I haven't been coughing, and then I get in the bed and I'm coughing. But you know, that's the way it is. But I did rest, so I'm thankful for that. Finally just fell asleep. So I know the key to getting better is rest, and that I have to admit that I've been not doing well of, and I know it's important that I do that so I can get better. Okay, so moving on, we're going to do regular concealer. This new one from Ipsy as well. Hey Honey Trick and Treat Concealer, and it looks like that, and it is in light to medium. I'm going to try this. I'm going to take just the tiniest amount because I don't know how it's going to be or if it's the right match. I'm going to go in and put a little bit where I need it. Like here, got some blemishes that I'm dealing with. So I'm liking the way this is working. I will say that though it's dense, under the eyes, I wouldn't say it's so like soft. It's just not as soft as I would say for under the eyes. So I'm using my sponge again. Like I said, if you guys have not checked out these sponges, you need to. They're so good. Yeah, I'm really liking that foundation a lot, guys. And that concealer was very nice. It blended out very, very good. It's not drying my under eyes, anything. So yeah, so far I like that. Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator from Tarte. I do like this, but I'm just over it already. And I'm going to use, since I'm using a Maybelline foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm almost done with this as well. And so I'm really excited because I'm so over these two powders. And one thing that I learned is that if you are a dry under eye or dry skinned person, applying your powder with a wet sponge really helps it to not sit on the skin and really set into the face. So yeah, I do use a damp sponge when I'm doing my powder. because it does help the powder to sit better on the eyes, in my opinion. Going in with my Maybelline. I really like the foundation. Everything's just sitting so nicely on it. I wasn't sure about my dry skin, but it's looking really, really nice. Revolution, Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze Powder. This is in the color Ultra Bronze. Like this. I know this is going to be one of those products that is going to take very, very long to hit pan on. I got it for very inexpensive when I worked at Ulta. And yeah, so it's going to be one in my collection. Barely making a dent in the writing was on the top of it. But I do like it a lot. I think it's nice. It's great for my skin tone. And I think it blends out really nicely. It's affordable. You get a lot of product. So yeah, very nice. I mean, I'm already too dark, but you know, because of the foundation, but that's okay. We're going to go in with blush. And these brushes that I'm using with these little jewels, they're from Wet n Wild. This is the Milani Luminoso. It is one of my panning projects, one of my oldest blushes in my collection. I'm hoping I'm getting close to hitting pan, because it seems like no matter how much I use this, it just is not going down. Love it. I would repurchase it later on if I wanted something in this peachy tone again. But I have so many blushes at the moment that, you guys, this might be a lot of blush, but for me, I look like I got sunburned, but I love it. And I'll blend it all in afterwards too. The palette that I used in that look that I did was an old favorite, the LORAC Unzipped palette. This is what it looks like. This is one of my oldest palettes in my collection. And I've had this for so long. I've been using it and using it and using it. And yesterday I was playing around and I thought, I'm going to do a look with this. And I did. And I loved the way that it came out. So I thought if you guys had enjoyed it, that I would go ahead and do it for you as well. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to take the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I'm using a Morphe M173 brush to place that on my lid. Starting to get a circle into this MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's taking a lot longer than I thought. This is what it's going to. No, what's up with my camera today? Take this color here. This is just an all white matte shade. You can see I have hit pan on that. It's called Undercover. And I'm going to just place all of that all over my eyelid to set that primer that we just did. It is a very nice color. LORAC has really great shadows. Their formula is really nice and buttery. And I used to have the LORAC Unzipped palette, the original LORAC 1 palette, the black, kind of longer one. And I also had a couple of the mega palettes that they did, but I did give it to a friend a couple years ago, because I wasn't getting use out of it. But yeah, they were really good palettes. It wasn't because I didn't like them or because they were any good. It was just that I had so much in my collection and I was just like, I'm not using it and I don't want it to go to waste. And she does a lot of makeup all the time, so that was really my reasoning. Okay, so taking this Essence Eye Blender brush, looks like that. It's a $2 brush from Ulta's website. You can even get it on essence.com. Very nice brush. I'm going to take the shade Unconditional right there. It's like a pretty mauve toned color. And I'm going to place that in my crease. above my crease actually is what I always do. Hopefully this comes out as good as it did yesterday. We'll see. Such a beautiful shade. Beautiful shade. Just like that. Scoot you guys in a little closer. And I just do it to my liking. Yesterday in the picture that I took, I didn't have it as intense, but when I came home and I was just sitting here and I was playing and looking at it, I added more and I loved the way the richness was. So I'm going to add a little bit more than I was in that picture, just because I really enjoyed the depth of it, if that makes sense. Like I said, this is one of my oldest palettes and I hate to have to get rid of it, you know. I know it has expiration on it, 24 months. I've definitely had it more than 2 years, but that's okay. I'm not going to get rid of it. I love this palette. And I want to say it's the only one I own from them now, because I gave all those other ones away. So in that sense, I'm like, oh, don't want to get rid of it. I just want to try to hit pan as much as I can. Just like that, guys. Nothing hard. Just lightly just going through. Go ahead and do is I'm going to take this, I believe it was this one I used, the Unreal. So it's like a rosy gold shimmer. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to place that on my lid. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. And some of the shadows, I don't know why they have bumps in them like that. If you guys know why they would have that, if that means that it's expired. I mean, my eyes haven't got irritated or anything. And I've been using this, you know, quite a few times. Let me know if yours did that. If you have this palette, it has these little bumps. But there's no mildew or anything like that, or anything to be, you know, concerned. Just a beautiful sheen of color. Look how pretty that is. Just like that. It's not hard. It's very easy. And then what I go ahead and do is I also go in with a pencil brush and I'm going to add some of that undercover that we did. That's just that white shade. And I place it right here on the brow bar. Got a little bit too much, but that's okay. I'll blend it in. I really love the intensity and the richness of that shade. I think it's so beautiful. The last thing that I did was I took a like a brow or liner brush like this. This is the ColourPop brush. And I just took this really dark, deep burgundy right here. It's called Unbridled. Bridled, yeah. And I placed that on my lash line as if it's liner. There it goes right there. No, just a couple times in it. And can you see the difference? Look how it just shaped my eyes a little bit more. It's absolutely a beautiful, beautiful color. Just like that. Very pretty. I love it. I think that it's just a simple, pretty look. And then what I went ahead and did is I'm going to take the same brush and take some of that same color and just run it on my lower lashes. So pretty. And I'm just going to take this brush here and just blend away anything that I didn't blend out. Quickly go off camera because it takes me a minute to curl my lashes and apply mascara. And I'm going to use these two together. I've been doing this combination and I really do like it. It is the Bad Girl Bang from Benefit. It's one that I'm trying to finish up. I do like it for lengthening. And then this was a giveaway item I won in a recent giveaway with, excuse me, from Amethyst Winters, also known as Jennifer from Josie Marin. I really like this mascara. I can't believe I've never tried it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera to do that, and then I will be back on and we will finish up the look. Alright guys, so that is the mascara. Like I said, I really do enjoy it. I like it a lot. Put it on my bottom lashes as well. But yes, I really enjoy this look. Let's finish up with lips real quick. So yesterday, the lip combo I did was this BH Cosmetics Waterproof Lip Liner in Rosy. Right there. I really do like their lip liners. I think they're creamy and they're nice and affordable. And I did draw them all the way in. And then I took the Cream Shop Desert Retreat liquid lipstick and placed it over that. I do like these liquid lipsticks. I will say they can be a little drying. The color payoff is really nice. They are very liquidy. They're not like a thick formula at all. But when they dry very nicely. Gloss, like I said, and place it on my lips. These glosses are not tacky, not sticky. Smell good. Oh, I'm always getting stuff on my nose. So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me show you real quick up close. I really do enjoy this look for just an everyday, you know, go out, run errands or whatever. It was very easy. If you don't have that palette, definitely just look for colors in your collection. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I really enjoyed it as well. But I thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video or these types of video, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I could definitely do more of these using older and newer palettes. I wouldn't mind doing that, especially to give me something to do. Also, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that as well. And hit those notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for taking time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. This is going to conclude the video for today. Stay safe. Make the most of your time and don't panic, I will say. Do not panic. That is what they want you to do. Don't panic. Just be hopeful encourage one another, love one another, and be there for one another. And this will conclude the video. And until the next video, I will see you later. Bye, guys.